Hi, I'm Nicole Kearney, vintner and founder of Sip and Share Wines, and you're watching Leak TV. So Sip and Share Wines is a boutique winery without a tasting room. And we're passionate about creating community with vegan wines that we create for people who've been overlooked and underrepresented by the wine industry, but we do welcome all to the table. And so we have a diversity of, again, crafted vegan wines that are approachable to all palates and fun to sip and share. That's communal. So wine is community. It brings people together. So we wanted to bring together the new majority Black and brown wine lovers who typically are not welcome to the wider majority table. So we wanted to create our own safe space where we can sip and share wine, because we love to chat, talk it up, kick it, especially now coming out of post-COVID, and also just give us an opportunity to have some really good wine. We deserve good things. So I've always liked wine. I grew up overseas. My dad did 3 tours of Europe, and so I got to drink at an early age. You get exposed to wine and really good beer. And so I think that's something culturally we don't get. And so when I got into college, like everybody else, I did the whole Boone's Farm and all the good stuff. But then when I got into graduate school as an adult, we used to drink wine. And so we were like, hey, let's think about the wine you want to bring. So it was like, hey, bring wine to people, be prepared to discuss it, share why. And that got me interested in the behind the scenes. And so my first question was, are there Black people in wine? So I was like, let me check on Beyonce's internet. Went on and did that, and used that Google, and found out there were about 30 at the time, about 30 Black winemakers. And I was like, wow, we don't know this, as a people. I think just wine lovers and just Black people, we didn't know it existed. So I was like, let me go. I jumped into the space originally repping Black winemakers. So that was really my thing, was like, I wanted people to know Black winemakers existed. So I always made sangria. It was something I just made for my guests when they came to my house, people to hang out. And then when we started doing events, it was super easy to take sangria because we could just make gallons of it versus, how many cases of this wine do we take? So we just started doing that at events, and it was a hit. People loved it. And my business coach at the time was like, you make more money selling sangria than you do doing the home parties. You need to figure out how to do this full time. So we got an advisor. She helped us walk through getting licensed, and then we got our license and started a winery in 2018 and started touring the country to really figure out what people wanted us to make. So I've been on an entrepreneur journey my entire life, but I finally got to a point where about 3 years ago I was like, I need to just jump out and do it. I need to do this because it was either going to make or break me, and I need to just take that leap. So about 3 years ago, I was like, I'm doing this full time, and it's been the best choice ever. So I'm Entrepreneur 365. We're out here. We make the wine, and we do all the production in Indianapolis. Like I said, we don't have a tasting room, but we produce everything locally, and it's been going well because the community's love and support. Growth, managing growth, and just managing the expectations, and then growing from, we were in a 200 square foot space and now we're in a 2,500 square foot space. So learning how to scale everything up, grow, add people to the team, and try to develop this cohesive team. That's, every day it's a challenge. We have made it to, will be our 5-year mark in August. So we're hitting that milestone. We've been in business. We've increased our income and our revenue every year. And we've been able to provide for other people in the community through bringing them on our team. And so we hope to bring a few more team members on. So really growing, and our thing is helping to share the wealth and create wealth for others. I would say learn the laws and the rules in your area, because that's most important, because your state rules supersede any federal rules. It's easy to get your federal permit, but it's what your state needs. So learn those rules, find someone who can kind of help and guide you and mentor you, even if you have to pay. Like I paid someone to help me through the process, and that was the best money I ever spent. So pay someone to help you through the process, because it's tedious. And then just jump out there, do it, but kind of know before you do it, I would say back up one step and know who are your customers, and everyone is not your customer, and kind of what is your mission, what is your why are you doing it. A lot of people are doing it because it's sexy and it's fun and we want to get in the wine world, but that's only going to take you so far. What's going to make you be around, like some of the OGs in the black wine world who've got 20-25 years in this game? What is giving them that stability? Because this is not an overnight success business. It's going to take you 10 years before you really hit. So you got to want to be in it for the long haul. So we started out pouring for the people, and then as we grew, we thought we were going to have a tasting room. That didn't work because we have stuff everywhere, all over our production space. So we started out going into people's homes. So now, you know, that COVID is kind of dying down and people are more open, and especially because we can do events, we were like, let's just go back to that model. And we like coming to people versus, you know, you're sitting and you're waiting for someone to come to you. We're like, we're going to be at this event, this event, this event, and we have a little bit more control over our time. And I think it's just more fun because we're not accessible all the time. So when we come out, people are like, I gotta go, you know, I gotta go jump on Sip and Share. I gotta go, you know, chop it up with them, versus I can just go there any day, you know, that they're open. So I think it makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more, I won't say exclusive, but a little bit more supply and demand. So you had mentioned mobile. So we have what's called a Sipping Bus, which is our mobile wine lounge. So we'll be able to go out to events, and people will be able, we'll be able to pour from the bus, but people will also be able to get on. They can book it for private events and get on the bus and chill. So think of it as a cross between an upscale party bus and meets a limo. And so hopefully we'll have it out by the end of the year, but definitely next season it'll be ready. But we're looking forward to it. So just keep watching our social media page because the Sipping Bus is coming soon. Our website is sip and then the word and share wines with an s.com, and we're at Sip and Share Wines on Facebook, Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're on LinkedIn. So follow us around and kind of figure out where we're going to be and what fun things we have, because we also have another little fun thing we're trying to bring before the end of the year. But we also drop canned wine, so wine in cans. It's summer, get yourself some Culture Can, and we're in select retailers in the city. We're in 4 Indianapolis locations now. We're in Mass Ave Wine downtown. We're in Casbah and Broad Ripple. We are at Garfield Brewery on the south side, and we just introduced our west side location, which is a Culture Bar and Bistro, and we're in Happy Court, Brooklyn in New York.